Hair and makeup. Hair and makeup, please.
You good?
I need hair and makeup. Hoi, oi, oi.
That's weird.
What?
So normally the see that little eyeball thing up there?
Yeah.
Normally it would come up when there's people on.
Yeah.
But it came up when there was 0 people on. It says
Well, how
0.
many are there now?
14.
14 people.
15, including me. I'm here.
Now there's 44 people.
Whoa. Hey
Or-
guys.
Well, there's 43, including Mommy would be 44. Whoa!
Whoa.
132 people.
Hello.
He moved the mouse off of the people's comments. So you can read them. Kim says, good evening, friends. Christy says, hey, gorgeous family. Christina says, hello from Texas. Wow.
Howdy.
Sharon says, Alabama is in the house.
Cool.
Carol says, hello. Heather says, what are y'all doing tonight?
Tonight we are continuing on our frog theme where this morning Nana and Anna built a frog.
Now we built an anatomy model frog.
Yeah. And tonight we are dissecting a frog model. Not a real frog. Just
Frog
a
model.
frog model. So no frogs were harmed in the making of this live video.
And there's surgical tools too. I'm
Whoa.
excited.
I'm a little scared.
Anna's like, yes, surgical tools.
Yes.
Legitimate surgical tools, not like the ones you used on
Yeah.
Ollie and remember when she did the surgery live?
Yeah.
Owlie is my frog.
You're octopus, right?
No, it's my
What?
frog.
What's her name?
Otto.
Otto, yes, that's what I meant.
Otto and Shrimpy.
Otto and Shrimpy, yeah. When you did that surgery, you had makeshift surgical tools, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Kathleen says, crab cake Baltimore says hello.
Yummy crab cakes. Blue crabs.
Yeah, Raya says Otto's arm. That's right.
Yeah.
The arm that stuck to her face.
And Shrimpy's back
Yes.
fractured on it's more on the spine part
Mm-hmm.
where like when you have your pretend like there's a spine right here.
Okay.
And a mola came coming up to Shrimpy when she was coming up to breathe.
Okay.
And she knocked Shrimpy. So in the middle of her spine, it got broken.
She had a broken back.
Yeah, her back got broken. So.
Deanna says, hey guys, this should be interesting. Saying hi from Connecticut.
Hello.
Ooh.
Marty says Maryland is the crab state. Are we having a throwdown in the live stream?
Maryland is. My family is from Maryland. My dad grew up just outside of DC. I got family in Baltimore, and I remember going out back east out here and newspapering up the table and the whole crab feed, the blue crabs, Chesapeake blue crabs.
You guys want to show them the
Yes.
box? Everybody's always asking,
Yeah.
what are you guys
What are we doing?
We're doing this.
And you can find
I
it
got my
online.
apron.
Okay, let's do the thumbnail.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Hopefully that'll work for you.
Let them know where they can find it, because you know they're going to ask.
Oh yes. Was this on Amazon? Can you get this on
Yes.
Amazon?
It's on STEM.
Let me see what it's called.
Dissect it.
Dissect It. Synthetic Dissection Kit. Is there a website on here?
Well, you can just Google it. You can Google the brand and the name. If you go over to Google, type in the brand and the name, it'll probably come up at a bunch of different stores, and then you can pick wherever you want to buy it from.
Right. All right.
Let's open it up.
Shall we start, or are we waiting for... Hey, if you guys if you can share it so more of our friends can see what's going on, that'd be awesome.
Let's give it time for people to get on, because there's not very many people on right now, and I think that Facebook is not doing a great job of sharing today. So
if you guys could help, that would be
Anybody who can share the live
Most
stream,
appreciated.
very much appreciated.
Look,
Yeah,
10-piece organ and skeletal structure to reveal.
nice.
If people,
Frog lab.
if people want to throw up the mad faces, I don't care. That's fine.
Yeah, click those emojis.
Click the mad faces especially.
I don't know about
I don't know,
especially,
let's not
but,
encourage that.
but
I mean, if you don't
somebody,
like us.
some people think it works. Some people think that there's a trick to it, and it somehow helps the feed. It's possible.
Could be.
Linda says, Anna, do you like live frogs?
I like any frog.
You like any frog?
Yeah. Who else?
Did you see any when we were in
Who else
Florida?
likes
Did you see any of those little frogs that were outside the door? Yeah. There's these little frogs.
Thank you, Christina, for sharing. Thank you so much. Oh, Lynn says I got a notification quickly today from Facebook, which is unusual.
Yes.
And you guys might need to keep an eye out for YouTube comments because I'm on my phone moderating Facebook chat, but I can't see YouTube at the same time.
I don't have my glasses on, so I'm going to depend on you, okay?
If you see any YouTube comments, Anna, let us know.
Okay.
Or you can just say that you see a YouTube comment. I can read it. Up to you.
Melo D says, can already tell how excited Aaron is about this.
Okay?
He's a
Yeah.
Toys R Us kid for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to grow up.
I'm a Toys R Us kid.
Hey, look, there's surgical tools. Those little surgical tools next to the frog. Those are surgical tools to open it up.
Oh, Courtney says, I also got a notification quickly today. Usually takes about 10 minutes. Yeah, that's why we usually wait about 10 minutes before we get started. Because it does usually take about 10 minutes for Facebook to start telling people we're on. Karen says, when is Anna getting her puppy? She's not getting a puppy. She's getting a 2-year-old, fully grown, fully trained service dog in the beginning of 2023. Margaret says, I have a frog collection, at least 1,000 of them.
Whoa.
What?
Wow.
I'm assuming trinkets and knickknacks and not real live or dead frogs. Linda says, that's the wonderful thing about being a parent. You get to relive things you loved as a child. That is true.
Mhm.
Very true. If you guys want to maybe get out the instructions and start peeking at what you have to do, that maybe help you.
Yeah. Let's crack into this.
You might have to take off the tape.
Oh, yes.
Hi, Ginger. Ginger says, hey, Aaron, Nana, and Anna. Hope all is well.
Hey,
Hey there.
hope you are well, too.
Lots of Facebook comments.
See any YouTubers?
No, not yet.
Oh, Zeta also got a quick notification. Well,
Nice.
I guess there just must not be a lot of people on this Sunday. Usually Sunday is pretty slamming.
You know, it was interesting that last Sunday when the Super Bowl was going on, there was more people.
There were more people than there are tonight, yeah.
Janine says star party.
Cool.
Stars
Ooh.
party. I can't even
Achieve
see
it.
Thank you guys for starting it. For some reason, it's not even showing up on my screen.
Here, these are for refills for if we want to do this another time. Put those aside.
Refills?
Yeah. 'Cause-
So you can dissect it again?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's kind of cool.
Let's
That's-
get the frog and
Normally,
surgical tools out.
Normally, companies would just be like,
Sorry.
buy another one.
Right.
Right?
Or you have to buy the refills.
Yeah, that's really nice.
What's in the bottom of that box? Back of that box.
I think that is the
Instructions.
instructions.
I'll read it, okay?
Yeah, you want to read that, Anna?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let
What
us
does it
know
say?
what we need to do. You know what's a good rule of thumb? Read through the entirety of the instructions first before you start.
Sounds like a plan, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's read through it and then we can anticipate any issues we might have when we actually do it.
Okay.
Okay.
So here we start. Getting started. Your frog is ready to dissect right out of the box. Let's get it out.
Here it is.
Yeah. Simply remove the frog from the mold and place it with belly facing up on to the dissecting table. See figure below. Dissecting table? What? We don't have a dissecting table.
I think this is it.
Oh. Keep the frog mold in a safe place. You will need it for molding future frogs. Is this like gel or something?
Let me see. Is there a? Oh, they don't have anything. This is not the dissecting table. They don't give you anything inside the box. Look at this.
It says it
Ooh.
comes with a dissecting table, but I don't see any dissecting table.
Let me see the box. I'll check. It might just be, sometimes
Here's the.
it's just like the inside of the box. It's okay, Anna. You can keep reading. I'll keep looking.
Okay. Now that you have laid out the frog, like the figure above, you can use your provided scalpel and probe to cut away sections of the skin to reveal internal organs and skeleton of your frog. Usually the first cut should be in the middle of the ventral side,
Which means
underside.
Sylvia says, you know, Aaron, you still be handsome with glasses on. Sylvia, we know that, but the problem is
his glare.
Yeah, his glasses right now have a glare from the lights. So we're actually getting new glasses this week. We all have eye exams. And so within a week or two, he'll have brand new glasses that won't have as much of a glare.
You want to keep reading, Anna?
This looks like a pen.
Okay. Yep. Let's. Yep. We'll get to it. Let's read first before we use the tools. Okay.
Underside of the frog, beginning just below
Posterior?
No, posterior, the back of the jaw line, all the way to the tail end of the frog. Side what's that say? Side.
Where are you? Incision.
Incision may be made to the side of the central midline. Incision toward each side, distally, to allow a flap of skin to be laid back to expose the position and location of the internal organs.
Maybe we want to speak up a little louder so our friends can hear us because we're a little bit far back from the computer.
Speak up so they can hear you in the back.
Try cutting through the artificial skin. It's a lot like amphibian skin, very thin, much thinner than that of reptiles, birds, or mammals. Frogs use their skin for many vital body functions. Many species can breathe through their skins, even while they're underwater.
You learned that this morning, right?
They don't need to drink with their mouths since their skins absorb water. What? That's weird.
Hey, let's just slow down. I know you like to show off your reading prowess, but let's kind of slow down so people can keep up with you.
Okay.
All right.
Amphibians have glands in the skin to produce mucus. This mucus helps their bodies moist. That's why so many frogs and toads are slimy when you touch them. What? How are they slimy?
They feel slimy.
Yeah. Just skip the page.
Yeah. There we go. Poisonous frogs and toads secrete toxins as a defense against predators. Usually, these toxins are mild. They may cause burning in the mouth or eyes of an attacker. But few frogs are so poisonous. Oh, it's just there's a space between. That's weird.
What? You want to keep reading?
It's poison. It's like the other thing where it's like one whole word. It's like two separate words. It has to do in everything.
Yeah. What else?
Poisonous as to be deadly. Native Americans in northwestern South America even on their blow darts for hunting with the toxins from poison dart frogs. So that's the whole thing.
That's the whole thing?
That's the whole thing until we get to actually dissecting it.
Well, I made you a dissection table
Oh, thank
out
you.
of the box since it seems like it was supposed to come with one, but it did not.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So are you gonna read the dissection steps, or are you gonna do it in real time?
I'm just doing real time.
You do it in real time?
I can
All right,
I
well,
can follow their
listen,
instructions.
Why don't you move the booklet over to Aaron's side so he can read with you when you're reading out loud? He can read it to himself to make sure that you understand exactly what you have to do.
Mhm.
Right?
Okay.
So the first thing we do is open up this frog, yeah,
Yep.
and place it how on the table?
With its back going towards the table.
So belly up.
Belly up.
Belly up to the ceiling.
Belly up.
Which
Okay.
one cuts though?
So let's put the booklet on the table so she can read the instructions. And you both be able to read it.
Okay, so this is first cut.
Okay.
What's it say?
Let me get back. Wait for her to get that outside.
It shows in the picture gloves too, but it didn't come with gloves, so that's okay.
That's okay. We can use a mitten or
So
something.
this is the one you to cut,
Mhm.
and this is the one you use to just kind of probe around and look at stuff, push things out of the way.
Can I see this, please? They put like 2 layers of plastic over him. One was easy to get off. The other one, not so much.
So they want to keep them fresh.
Yeah. All right.
Belly up to the table.
This is really strange. I expected it to be like slimy and gooey.
What is it like? Let's feel it.
Yeah, let me get it out of here.
Let's have Anna see what she thinks.
Right?
This is not even sharp on the cutting part.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You don't want it to cut you, do you?
No.
We'd never hear the end of it if we let you use real
An
scalpels.
actual scalpel. Oh my goodness.
Made in China.
I don't know how you get this.
Maybe you have to cut it out with the scalpel,
I don't
like peel it out, or
think so. Is there another layer of plastic encasing this thing?
maybe it's sandwiched
Did
in
it just
between,
pee on me?
like a frog.
Did it shoot poison at you?
Poison darts.
I remember grabbing frogs as a kid and they'd pee.
I was always told I would get warts if I let it do that. Is that not true? Anybody know if that's
Not
true?
That's an old wives'
Okay,
tale.
here we go. Got it. There's another layer of
Sandwiched
plastic.
in
Look at
there,
that.
yeah, mhm.
Okay, yeah, now it feels the way I expected. Oh!
Let's put it on its table.
Ooh, it is wet.
Flip it.
Well, let her
Okay.
check it out first.
Feel it. Well, it's like, let them see what it looks
Yeah,
like.
let them see what it looks like. So this is wet, like slime.
Probably put this on
Can
the
they,
right
I
side.
can't tell if that's in frame or not.
Yeah, it's in frame.
Is it in focus?
Yep. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah.
Pretty wicked looking. What are those? Can I see those
Don't do
packets?
anything yet. What? These are the refill. These are for refill.
But refill what exactly?
Because it's like you keep the mold, and it's like a.
Oh, so you can make more
yeah,
of
it's
this.
like a Jello mold, basically.
Oh, neat.
Is it slimy?
Okay.
Kind of. Not a lot. Okay, we need to flip it over so the stomach is facing up.
Let her flip. Let her flip it. You flip it, girl.
I can't.
You can try.
Just give it a shot.
It's. This is your kit. You give it a try.
Give it a shot. I was gonna try.
It's Jello.
Marla says it looks like a lime Jello mold.
It does.
It's too squishy.
Come on, let's actually
Get
put
your
some.
finger underneath.
Ooh, it is falling apart like a Jello mold. Okay, hold on.
Now
It is falling apart. He's getting broken. There we go.
we can put her putting down on there. So what was the first?
His leg
cut?
is falling off. His leg is falling off.
Hey, there's a
Oh
bone.
my goodness.
There's a bone.
Maybe we should have kept him in the mold.
I don't think that's the way it works. All right, what is step 1?
The first cut. Read that.
See, so you should probably cut that behind here.
Yeah. What does it say?
Now that you have laid out your frog, like the figure above, you can use your provided scalpel and probe to cut away sections of the skin to reveal the internal organs and skeleton of your frog. Usually, the first cut
Slow it down.
Usually, the first cut should be in the middle of the ventral side, so underside.
In the middle of the ventral side.
See this little dotted line here?
Middle. Yeah, that's where it needs to be cut. So like right in the middle.
Down the middle from back of his throat down his belly to where his legs are. Begin. His legs come together. Yeah. Starting it. Yeah.
Wow.
Keep going. You gotta dig deeper.
You can use your 2 hands like you write if you want to get pressure. Yeah. See how? Good job.
Cool. Is it weird?
Yeah.
There you go.
I think that's the liver.
You think that's the liver? Probably right.
At the top too.
Can you flip this table around? Yeah. It's top side.
Is it easier to cut sideways?
Danielle says, "Watch out, Aaron! It might squirt on you."
I know.
Might pee on you.
So, I flip it the other way if you're gonna do it that way.
So I'm just gonna cut it.
Just do it like that.
Oh.
And then do it. Yeah, there you go. So you can
Just until you see how you go in there.
Yeah.
You want to get a line like that all the way down the center.
Until you feel like you're hitting something.
I do feel like I'm hitting.
Really? Okay.
I feel hard. I feel this. You know what I feel?
What do you feel?
I feel this bone here, this part, and that bone there.
Okay. All right. So the next.
Alice, cognitively, she is twice her age. I have paperwork to prove it.
See, so beneath the skin, you'll find the skeletal system.
Yeah.
Linda says, "I've never seen a kit like this before. Did you buy it?" Yes. Search for it online. Just do a Google search for DISSECT it. It's DISSECT it, all one word. Are we doing step 2?
So.
Anna, did you read step 2?
It says,
What does it say here?
like humans, frogs have a strong skeleton that provides the body structure and supports and protects the internal organs. So that's why when it has the rib cage, it protects the heart.
Mm. And then what does this say?
The frog's
So what's this title?
in the frog's chest is the heart. So I believe if you can I tell you something?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I believe that if you take off this bone, the heart would be underneath that bone.
Right, but we want to follow the instructions for the dissection path because they're going to tell you the right way to open up the animal to get to the parts that you need to get to first.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure you're following the instructions.
So
Okay.
what does this guy say?
The frog's heart is divided into 3 chambers, 2 arteria and 1 ventricle.
Atria.
Atria and 1 ventricle. Compare this to 4-chambered human heart with 2 arteria and 2 ventricles. Atria and 2 ventricles.
And what does that say?
The frog's heart circulates its blood process works. Blood passes through the vena cava
Vena cava. Yes.
in the ventral abdominal vein and enters the right atrium of the heart. It's pumped into the right side of the ventricle by contraction of the atrium. The ventricle then contracts
It's not.
And the blood is sent through the pulmonary artery to the lungs, where carbon dioxide is removed and oxygen is replaced in the blood. This oxygen-rich blood then returns to the heart, to the left atrium, where it is pumped into the left side of the ventricle, and then back to the aorta to the rest of the body.
So the atrium is a chamber, right? So the heart has different chambers, right? So different atriums. And the aorta is the main tube, right? So atrium, aorta.
Atrium, aorta.
Yes.
Okay, so let's turn it this way so we can see if we see that or where it might be. So it's probably underneath there, right?
Yeah. So what do I need to do?
Does it say where the next cut goes?
It says now look for the lungs.
It's just telling you it's just describing where to look for things. So let's see, we can try to
poke in there.
Yeah.
We need to get my other toolie.
So does it tell you in the beginning to make a cut down the center and then 2 other cuts off the side? Does it tell you that so that you can open it up?
Just first cut.
The organ, skin.
Oh, no, I don't see it saying that, but we should do that though.
And this is the digging tool, right? This is for...
Where I can poke around.
Yeah, so you can poke around once you get it open. Here, let me see. Okay, so you want to make some cuts so that you can get the skin open, right? So it shows the first cut goes right down the center, and you did that one, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I should do the other 2 cuts across, like a grid.
Where the chest is, maybe.
Maybe I could do. I mean, I need to turn it head facing towards me. Here, maybe? Should I do it here?
Okay, so it does talk about the cuts underneath first cut. It says usually the first cut should be the middle of the ventral side, the underside of the frog, beginning just below the back of the jawline all the way to the tail. Side incision may be made to the side of the central midline incision toward each side distally to allow a flap of skin to be laid back to expose the position and location of the internal organs. So I know that probably sounds confusing. Typically what you do is you make some cuts here and here. So you've got one line here, and then you're going to go like this, and you're going to go like this, and that's going to allow you to fold these flaps back so you can get in there. And if you need to, you can make some cuts down here as well so you can kind of open it up.
Like
okay? Yeah, make it into like a door with 2 sides. Okay, so you've got your middle line cut, and now you want to cut here and here, and then you can cut there and there.
Okay, so should I do here and here?
Straight across though. So you want to move your tool.
So start here. Push down. Remember, if you're going this way, you want to flip it this way.
If I'm going
So
sideways.
Yeah, this is not a real frog, you guys. This is a jelly frog body with plastic body pieces inside. It's a kid's kit.
So cut from the line, from the center line out like that.
Why can't I have to push it in?
Yeah, stick your scalpel in to get into the jelly part and then cut across.
Got it.
You want to stick it down first and then cut it. Well, you could flip it like this way and then just jam it down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, use your 2 hands the same way you get pressure for writing. That would be helpful.
So just push it down and then cut out. Yeah, there we go. We got it. Here, I'll hold this. Cool. You can try the other side. Do the other side now. So flip that around the other way. Turn the blade the other way.
Okay.
And then just do the exact opposite. Yeah. So push down and then cut out. One line.
There's not jelly in the middle, Claire. There's jelly around it. Look, this is part of the exterior skin.
It's like Jello.
Yeah, it's almost like Jello, but it's harder. It's a little harder than Jello. But that's what the skin outside of the frog is made out of. It's a little bit slimy. Smells like plastic.
It's because it's been cased in with plastic all this time. Now I have to use my poker to kind of just get those flaps open.
Mm-hmm.
Just get my
Let me
poker.
just attach this one.
What do I need to do with this?
You just need
Just
to get
try.
it in there and kind of pry it out.
Yeah, you want to peel those flaps aside so you can get into the...
Do you want to get the bottom here?
Oh,
Shirley,
sure.
I already blocked them.
I don't think you should do it like that. I think you should get.
There you go. I got your little doors. So start over here and then pull it up.
Can you help me? It's just cutting in more.
Let me see if I can get under it for you, and then you can.
You
Maybe
could
we
go
just-
over her cuts with the scalpel, make sure she got through it all the way, maybe. And then it'll make it easier.
Maybe I should just cut it out. Cut out the.
Yeah, you want to
patch.
cut it out for her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so that she can just examine it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Daddy to the rescue.
Then you should probably. Yeah.
Like a Jello jiggler or like a gummy bear? Kind of a cross between the two, Trisha, because it's not as soft as Jello, but not as firm as gummy bear. And far more cold and slightly wet.
Ooh.
Froggy Jello jiggler. Guys are making me hungry. If that frog jumps, we're all gonna hop, hop, hop. Kimberly says.
All right, there you go.
No, I
Just start peeling it away. Just. There you go. Just peel it back. And,
You can use your fingers. You don't have to use that tool.
yeah, it's up to you.
If you want to grab it with your hands, you
wanna
go right
touch
ahead.
that.
See, now you're getting in there.
Oh, we get the other side too.
did you make a cut there for me?
Sandy says, toys have come a long way since I was a kid.
I need you to flip it the other way. Yeah.
Ryan, I'm not really sure what the criteria is that Facebook has for playing ads. I thought that they didn't have a skip button, so you had to leave them play for a minute. And at the point where they show a skip button, I think it's okay to skip them, but I honestly, I don't
I
know.
want you to touch that with your mouth. You don't know what that is. Wow, look at
Oh,
that.
Whoa, there's the
Glop.
stomach. There's the stomach. And that's
yeah. Glop that whole side off. All right, what about the other side? Marla says, that frog jumping would be the one thing that would make me walk. I'm in a wheelchair. Alicia says, hi, Princess Anna. I just watched your improv commercials for the junk toys. That was a great video. Aaron needs one too. He's getting into this.
I think I need to use the scalpel. I think that I can just poke around to move things. I don't think I can do it to get this stuff out.
Okay, so the first thing.
Oh, I'm done. No, I'm not done yet.
You're not done yet?
No, I have to get this chunk here.
Oh, okay. Jan wants to know if it's possible they can see the frog closer for a minute to see what it looks like inside. You want to
Yeah.
show them? Here, how about we can collect guts, or do we need this, or do we need this for redoing it? Let me look real quick. Let me take a quick peek.
We need both of these.
Once
One
Anna
week.
gets that off.
You can take a quick look.
Oh, we do need that other tray too.
Here, what's this?
Okay. Let me show them real quick what it
Yeah.
looks like.
Yeah, let's show our friends what
Hey,
we
there's a
got so far.
bone sticking out.
Yeah, there's a few bones sticking out. How am I gonna do this without?
Here, I can do it.
You got it. You have to like tilt it
Yeah, I just
without
don't want it to
getting it on the
jump.
laptop.
Yeah.
Can you get it? Probably like that. There you go, guys. You see the body parts in there?
That's me dissecting a frog.
Very cool. Okay, so it says the first thing to look for is the heart. Do you see the heart?
There.
They have a 3-chambered heart, 2 atria and 1 ventricle. The humans have how many chambers in their heart?
4.
4, that's right. They have 2 atria and 2 ventricles. Do you see the frog's heart?
Yeah, it's right behind. So can I show you? So if you look behind this bone, you can see that redness there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the heart.
That's the heart. Can you
Cool.
get
Is that redness?
Can you get it out, or is it stuck in there right now?
I don't know. Good question. Oh, you can. It breaks apart.
So I think you're supposed to get the heart out first, and then you're going to look behind it, I believe. Nikki says, not as gross as the zombie meatloaf. Aaron was very proud of that zombie meatloaf. Oh, look at that. What is that piece, Anna?
That is the rib cage, I believe.
So you've got a scapula. Do you know where the scapula is on there?
That is what was the scapula again?
It's like the shoulder bones. Scapula, sorry. Scapula. And then it has the forearm. Do you see the forearm?
These are the scapula.
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 That's right. And do you remember what the forearm bones are called?
The forearm bones? I forgot.
The radius
Oh yeah.
and the
Ulna.
ulna. That's right. Good job. And then what about the bone behind the elbow? Humerus.
Oh yeah. That's a funny name.
It's a funny bone.
Okay, so did you get that heart out?
Oh, we need to get it. We need to get it out. We took the top part off to get the heart out.
How do you get it out?
Have to dig in there.
No, Rachel, we did not get haircuts. We had appointments to get haircuts today. And my hair person got a hold of me 2 days ago and said she was so sorry she had to cancel, but her wife was exposed to COVID and was starting to run a fever. And I was like, please don't apologize. Thank you so much for canceling. So we were not able to go get our hair trimmed. We'll have to do it in a few weeks. Is it coming out?
We're trying to make it come out.
Oh, did something else come with it?
Yeah.
What? What's that?
It's like,
Looks like the stomach.
Oh, so are the lungs attached to the heart?
yeah, the lungs
Okay,
and-
so it says look for the lungs. You want to read about the lungs, Anna.
Okay.
So this is the heart there,
Lungs.
and these are the lungs attached to the heart, right?
The lungs. Yeah. The lungs are divided into 2 lobes, the right and the left. So last time it said the 3 lobes. What? When the frog breathes, it inhales oxygen into lungs. This oxygen is exchanged for carbon dioxide in the blood, with the lungs' tiny blood vessels known as capillaries.
capillaries.
Capillaries. Slow.
Capillaries.
Hey, look at me.
The carbon dioxide is expelled from the body when the frog exhales.
There you go. Slow down and enunciate.
When frogs hibernate, their metabolism slows down and nearly comes to a halt. Frogs stop breathing with their lungs and absorb most of their oxygen through the skin.
Cool, huh? And then what's the next part after the lungs?
Below the lungs is the liver.
Is that on here as well?
I believe so. Let's flip it to the backside.
It's this bottom part. I think.
Yeah, I think it's the bottom part. What does it say about the liver?
The liver synthesizes or stores many of the vital substances used throughout the frog's body. See Figure 2. Figure 2?
That's the picture in the book.
No. It also absorbs substances from the blood that may be toxic to the animal and breaks them down into harmless components. Liver cells produce bile, which is carried by a system of bile ducts to the gallbladder, where it is stored.
You guys talked about that earlier today.
Yeah, remember learning about bile when we did the anatomy model this morning?
Cool.
Okay, so now it says,
next comes the stomach.
So now you're going to find the stomach, which you already did, right? Look at that stomach. Look at how it's shaped.
Looks like the intestines.
Isn't that interesting?
Mm.
Does it say, is there a reason why their stomach is shaped like that?
Digestion begins here. Though as tadpoles, they are usually vegetarian, all adult amphibians are carnivores. They eat other animals. What? Most frogs eat insects, worms, and other invertebrates. Large frogs may also eat birds, mice, snakes, or even other frogs.
Oh, I found the liver actually.
Oh, you found the liver?
It was back behind here.
Although some species may have primitive forms of teeth, most amphibians don't have teeth and cannot chew their food. Prey is swallowed whole, often while still alive, and sent to the stomach.
So maybe that's why it's shaped like a tube, because prey is swallowed whole, you think?
Yeah, maybe.
Because if we swallowed things whole, our stomach is shaped like a little balloon, right? And it would probably fill up pretty fast. But all right, and then it talks about the intestinal tract.
Let's dissect this liver out.
Okay. Do you want me to read about the intestinal tract for you?
Sure.
Most digestion occurs in the small intestine. Partially digested food from the stomach enters the small intestine and mixes with powerful digestive enzymes secreted by the pancreas. The enzymes break the food down into very small particles that can be absorbed by the intestinal walls. Then the particles are secreted into the bloodstream and carried to the liver for processing. The bile produced by the gallbladder is released into the small intestine. Bile aids in digestion and helps the frog absorb fat, right? Food material that is not broken down in the small intestine passes to the
large intestine.
Right, or the colon. The colon contains many bacteria and protozoa which help to break the food down even more.
Ooh.
The frog and the bacteria and protozoa exist in a symbiotic relationship. What does that mean? Symbiotic relationship. Do you remember? We talked about that before. Aaron and you talked about that before.
Yeah.
If something has a symbiotic relationship with something else, it means they what?
Come together.
They work together. Yes.
They help each other.
The frog's body provides a home for these microscopic creatures, and in turn, they help the frog digest its food. Any material left in the colon is passed out of the body as feces through the, now I don't know how to say this one, cloaca. Okay.
I think that's the part.
That's the next part.
Yeah. The cloaca is that.
That's the blue thing, yeah. Flip it over.
Cloaca.
I think that's what it is. Does it look like?
Yes.
On the other side? Cloaca.
Yeah.
And then what's this purple thing that's really,
Is that the lungs? Is that the lungs?
No, because the lungs are with the heart. Remember?
Oh, maybe that is the lungs. Maybe the frog's heart's really big. Yeah, you know what?
Yep, that's the lungs.
Yeah, this is the heart here. Looks like that whole piece. That's the lungs. See? And then the liver This is the liver. You see that?
The front side.
Mm-hmm.
That's the gallbladder, the
Yep.
green thing,
She
right?
pointed that out to me.
Yeah. This is the pancreas. That one. And this line right here is the spleen.
The
Okay?
line when the gallbladder.
Just the blue raised bump is the spleen.
Oh.
So that's the liver. This is the stomach, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we've got heart, lungs, liver, stomach,
And bones.
and then the cloaca. So you got to dig that out yet.
Is the cloaca at the bottom, maybe?
Somewhere in
So I should probably do a cut like.
there. Yep. But do that. Pull it off. There you go. You got it. Almost off. There you go.
Whoa! Look at that.
Whoa, what do you got?
That's the back legs.
It's the frog legs.
Mm-hmm.
That's the part you were talking about putting on pizza last night.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get the frog legs out?
I think they're attached to something else.
They're attached to something else. Can you see the cloaca in there?
What
Do
does
you see
look
it, or
like?
is it still buried under more
Jello?
jello? Yeah. Eh.
It is attached.
I don't even see it.
Just
Maybe
fix
it's.
the
I think
bone
it might be just the other side of the liver. To be
Yeah.
honest with you, because look,
at the bottom.
there's a picture at the other side of the liver.
Cloaca.
Yeah, this is it. Okay, so look here. This says this yellow part is fat bodies.
Mm-hmm.
These are ovaries and
Mhm.
oviducts. So that means this one is also
A female.
a female
Maybe it's the same one.
because it has reproductive organs, right?
Mm.
Do you want to read about the cloaca?
How about he does?
You want Daddy to read it?
You might have to put your glasses on if you want.
I think I can see this. The cloaca is the terminal part of 3 different body systems. Feces from the intestinal tract is excreted here. So is urine from the urinary bladder. During mating season, eggs are produced in the ovaries of the female frog and pass into the oviducts. They are then released from their oviducts into the cloaca before being released into the environment for fertilization by the male frog. Likewise, the male frogs release semen through the cloaca. So it's just sort of a all-purpose,
Reproductive.
you know.
All right. It says urinary bladder. You want to read this part? Urinary bladder? You want me to read it? You want to just clear away the jelly?
Clear away this.
That's fine.
Let's see the head.
Okay. Are you going to listen though? Because I do want you to
Yeah, let's-
learn. Kidneys filter the blood and remove the byproducts of metabolism by producing urine. So kidneys do what?
They produce urine.
They filter the blood.
Yeah.
Urine is stored in the urinary bladder before being released from the body. Unlike most mammals, frogs and other amphibians have the ability to reabsorb much of the water in their bladders if it becomes necessary. Did you
Whoa.
know that?
No.
So when we're in the car driving for 4 hours and we have to stop and go potty really bad, we could just reabsorb it into our body as fluid.
That
That's
would
what
be
they
very
do.
convenient.
Very convenient. Frogs and toads may also empty their bladders as a defense mechanism against predators.
Yes, when you grab them, they pee on you. I remember that as a kid.
As anybody who has ever caught a wild toad has surely experienced. Okay, brain and eyes. You want to dig out the head?
She's already started to
Already
work
working on
that.
it. Good job. Deb says, gross. Linda says, I wish I were a frog on a long car ride or in line at the grocery store.
Need my that guy. Hold this guy for a second. Tree.
Sandy says, I'm a nurse of 35 years and I'm learning from Anna. First time I've ever heard of a cloaca.
Wow.
Wow.
Cool.
So it says brain and eyes. Frogs do not have large brains. But that's okay, right, Anna?
Yeah.
What did you learn about brain sizes last year when you read your magazine?
It's okay for different brain sizes.
But does the size of your brain correlate to the amount of intelligence you have? No. Remember the article we read about, it was talking about bees' intelligence and monkey intelligence and the different animals, and it was saying that the size of the brain does not determine the amount of intelligence, that there are creatures with tiny little brains who are more intelligent than creatures with big giant brains.
Let's dig out this Jello.
All right.
Let's both dig out. How about you use this one and I'll use the poker?
All right. The probe. Let's see.
You can work on this side while I work on. Just pull our stuff away.
Watch that slime. It's flying all over the place.
Oh yeah, let's at least keep it on the table. We can clean off the table, no problem.
Now, how about, I have an idea of what we could do that would be better.
Better?
Yeah, if we flipped this, so the stomach would be facing down, we could clear out the back side.
Yeah.
Flip this
We'll
over
flip it over.
Yeah,
like this.
we can
See
clear
what
out
happens.
these eyeball sides.
Yeah, you can clear out the
Cut this
eyeball
off.
sides.
Let's show everybody what it looks like before we cut it into, because I think the eyeballs might come out.
Yee. Kind of weird looking. So it says a large part of what frogs do is devoted to sight, which helps them find food and avoid predators, right?
Yep.
And so on the top of the head there, you should be able to see the eyeballs. You see the eyes?
Mhm.
You should be able to see the brain. Can you see the brain?
I don't know.
Behind the eyeballs?
Yeah. It's this
Oh,
mass.
I don't know.
Mass back here.
You can see the optic nerve, which is right behind the eyeballs, coming out of the center of the eyeballs towards the brain. The ocular muscles all around the eyeballs.
Hmm?
And then the olfactory bulbs of the brain. Do you know what the olfactory bulbs do?
No.
That's what helps you smell. That's how you have a sense of smell. Karen says it looks like an alien.
Yeah, it does.
I'm just going to cut into this Jello more once we're done.
Just gonna play with the gel.
Just going to stab it. Just break it up into tiny pieces and put it in the actual freezer. Let it freeze into green ice cubes.
There's some information about frogs at the back.
How about you read it?
You want me to keep reading?
I'll just keep dissecting everything.
Ugh. Does the mouth come apart? Do the eyeballs come out?
I was gonna see. Oh,
Ooh,
That's got a
show him,
hinge.
show him that. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling.
hello, welcome, girl.
So you might be able, if you clear away that Jello, you can see the top of its mouth.
Yeah.
See?
Oh.
It comes apart.
All right. You want to hear about the frogs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Frogs have fascinated people since the beginning of civilization. They're everywhere. Frogs can be found on every continent in the world except Antarctica. Did you know that? You did? And nearly
The only animal that lives on Antarctica are penguins.
Really?
Don't walruses?
No.
And nearly everyone knows some famous fictional frog, whether it's the frog prince from folklore or the beer-crazed bullfrogs of TV commercial fame. Bullfrogs, with their rumbling foghorn calls and their long flipping tongues, are the species of frog many Americans know best. You'll use this kit to simulate a bullfrog dissection.
Can I see it real quick?
But there are more than 3,000 frog species, and the lives they lead are endlessly varied. There are tree frogs that never descend to earth.
Wow.
Their eggs are laid in tiny pockets of water stored at the bases of leaves. There are desert frogs that live parts of their lives underground, where they stay cool and damp.
Did you hear that? Pretty cool.
Others dwell happily on icy mountain streams or in the tropics, where they hatch their eggs in water as hot as 90 degrees Fahrenheit.
Whoa.
I'm surprised the eggs can live in 90-degree
I know.
Fahrenheit water. Wow.
I'm poking out this jello here.
Anna, are all frogs amphibians?
No.
Yes.
I think so.
All frogs are amphibians. Amphibians are ancient animals. They've been around for at least 360 million years. Is that as long as before when the dinosaurs were here?
So, yeah.
How long ago were dinosaurs here?
Years ago, thousands of years ago.
Millions.
Millions.
Oh, look.
You can take it out. Wow. Can I do some of that?
Yeah.
Dissect it more? You can just lay it down.
Today, all the world's amphibians can be divided into three main groups. The Anura, which are the frogs and toads. The Caudata, or tailed amphibians, which includes salamanders. And the
one I can't. The one you
I don't know
can't
how to pronounce that one. The C, one that starts with a C. The end of the first paragraph, bottom section.
Sicilians?
Can I see?
Sicilians?
Sicilians.
Cicilians? Cicilians? I don't know.
Can I see?
Okay, so it's
Can
not
I
just
see it?
it's not just me.
Can I see?
Yeah, how would you pronounce that word right there?
Caecilians.
Caecilians. Okay, we'll go with that. Or apoda, which are blind, legless creatures that primarily live underground or underwater.
Wow.
You.
The word amphibian comes from the Greek word amphibios, meaning with a double life. And amphibians all share a very important characteristic. They spend part of their life cycle on land and part in water. Ooh, that's the whole eyeball system.
Yeah.
Most amphibians have something else in common. They undergo metamorphosis. Anna, what is metamorphosis? You never heard of it before? Your butterflies went through metamorphosis, didn't they?
Like, I don't know. What is metamorphosis?
It's like a
Metamorphosis is the process of physical change that alters their anatomy.
Oh.
like when caterpillars turn into butterflies.
It allows them to change from an exclusive water dweller in the larval stage to one that can breathe air as they grow from an egg into a mature adult. Right?
Yep. I'm just stabbing.
Do
Make sure everything's
you want to
nice
hear
and-
how metamorphosis works?
Yeah.
Spin this around, please. So I can stab the other side.
Do you want to hear about the metamorphosis?
Yeah.
Here's how metamorphosis works. Adult frogs lay eggs. After they are hatched from their eggs, they emerge as larvae called tadpoles. Did you know tadpoles were larvae?
Yes.
I didn't really realize
I guess,
that.
yeah, that does make sense.
I thought tadpoles were tadpoles.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
But I never, yeah, I mean, if you think about it.
They were larvae. They are.
They are.
Because when the eggs are also larvae.
I don't think the eggs are, but I
Yeah.
think when they're tadpoles, they become larvae.
Yeah,
I
they're
think the
larvae.
eggs are eggs and the tadpoles are larvae.
So when they are larvae when they grow out of the egg. So before they're actually big enough to actually be a tadpole, they still are larvae.
I don't know about that.
After hatching, the tadpoles of most species swim independently, although there are a few species where tadpoles stay attached to their mother's bodies until they're ready to fend for themselves.
What?
Yeah. Tadpoles live entirely in water and swim by beating a strong tail. They breathe through gills, much like fish. Tadpoles are efficient eating machines, feeding on particles of plants, animal remains, and algae that they find in the water.
So once you're done with that, I need to talk about this Jello because it's scientific. Scientific Jello.
It's scientific Jello.
Because watch gravity pulling it down.
Gravity is working against me. As tadpoles grow and mature into baby frogs, which are called froglets, or toads, which are called
Toadlets.
toadlets, yes. Totally toadlets.
Are they the ones that look kind of like them but still have tails?
I don't
I
know.
think that's the ones that they...
Toadlets.
Their bodies undergo many changes. Legs sprout, allowing them to hop or walk about. The tails disappear in a process known as resorption.
What?
Their gills are also resorbed as they grow lungs and begin to breathe air. By the end of metamorphosis, the frogs are no longer just dependent on water dwelling alone, but can spend time on land. The whole process can take a few days for some species, or as long as 4 to 5 years for the North American bullfrog.
Whoa.
That is a long transformation.
Yeah.
4 to 5 years?
Can I have all the bonds, please?
Move this out of the way for you.
And move the Jello out. Move the Jello out. The scientific Jello.
We know a great deal about frogs, but some mysteries remain. One of the biggest is why frogs seem to be disappearing all over the world. Why do you think frogs are disappearing all over the
I don't
world?
know.
This decline in global amphibian populations seems to have begun around 10 years ago. The first evidence of a problem was anecdotal. People simply noticed there seemed to be fewer frogs around. But recently, scientists have collected data to support this perception. Many frog species do seem to be in danger.
Uh-oh.
Why? One reason may be human activities that create dangerous pollution and which destroy the habitats that frogs need to live and grow. However, it is unlikely that a single cause would account for the serious decline of a wide variety of amphibian species all over the world. It may take years to solve this mystery. Meanwhile, we must work to conserve and protect the natural environments where frogs live. Frogs are an integral part of their ecosystem. We hope this toy will help you improve your knowledge of frog anatomy and deepen your understanding of the biology which makes frogs such an important and fascinating part of the world's natural environment.
Cool.
Need the eye sockets. The eyes.
What'd you think?
I like it. It was fun.
Cool, huh?
Rebuilding it, but without the Jello.
They have a Dissect a Piranha kit
Yikes.
and Dissect a Salamander kit.
Wow. I think it's the other way. Gotta match the shape backwards.
Michael eats frog's legs and wonders why they disappear.
Because we eat them.
So,
Don't know why there's a decline in the frog population, but these frog legs are delicious.
Hey, that's like a fork.
Stick a poker in it. It's done.
Doesn't make sense. And then
Pete says, dissect the piranha before it dissects you.
right?
Oh, man. Wendy, can we order our frog pond pizza now?
of course.
Yeah, we got the part. We got We got all the toppings here.
Yep. These will be my toppings, okay? I'm going to make the frog leg pizza right now for you guys.
Barbara says you can order a real cow eye to dissect. They're as big as baseballs. I don't know if I could stomach that.
I'm cool. Maybe if they have like one of these toy versions of it.
I had to dissect a fetal pig in biology in college, and I wasn't a huge fan at all, and I don't think I want to do anything like that again.
Don't they have like 3D computer simulators too that you can dissect?
I don't know.
This is cool because it's like hands-on, but it's also
Hands off.
Not full of formaldehyde.
Yeah, and it's not full of poor little guy that got sacrificed for the experiments.
Right. Yeah. What do you think, Anna?
I like it. I'm putting it back together without the jello.
She's making a zombie frog.
So yeah, they have instructions. You can put it back together. You can make another Jello mold and make a mess all over again.
That's cool.
It is pretty cool. I think we'll probably donate it with the replacement packets, and someone else can do it.
Cool.
Linda said, I made a lime Jello before getting on. I'm not sure I will enjoy it as I once would have.
You're welcome.
Can you push everything together for me?
Yeah.
Is this the vegan version, Lynn says?
Yes, this would probably be the vegan version.
The vegan dissection kit. Well, I don't know. It depends on what the ingredients are inside this Jello, right?
Oh, right.
If it's vegan or not.
Yeah, I don't know if this is edible.
Well, that's definitely not edible. I know that.
It doesn't say on the packet what's in there.
We're re-putting it back together so it doesn't have the gel around it, and they can see what it looks like full body. Themselves.
Do y'all eat frog legs? I don't.
Yeah, just like that with the...
Anna never has.
I have.
No, it doesn't.
You have tried them?
A few times.
Did you like them?
Yeah, they're alright. It wasn't. I don't think it's worth the trouble.
The shoulders, these go before that. Wait, we're almost done building it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. This is fun.
Molding a new frog. Prepare the bones and organs by cleaning off any excess gel material from your last frog. Now assemble the frog skeleton system and the organs, as shown in the sequence in the drawing below. After you've assembled the skeleton and internal organs, place the assembly into the cavity of the clear plastic frog mold. Place the clear plastic frog mold with the internal structure assembly inside the clear plastic dissecting table. Oh, that's the table.
What's the table?
This is the table.
Oh.
So you take it out of that interior package and you lay it on its back in here. That's yeah. Now we got it.
We're gonna lay it in there once we're done building.
A little late for that, eh? To mix the frog body, you use a cup of warm water. Pour it into the powder until it has the consistency of pudding. Then you pour it over the bones and you store it in the refrigerator for an hour until solid. Now it is ready to dissect. Could you put your other anatomy assemblages in Jello to dissect them too?
That would be funny.
Yeah. And there's a container to store the remade frog in.
Cool.
Well, that's what
Jell-O
you
mold.
mold it. You mold it in there and then put the lid on it.
Can you move that out?
So we keep all of this.
Can you move that out so I can put this guy in there?
You put that. Well, he would go in
into the
here
sandwiches
actually.
between there.
Yeah, he'd go in here. Stick him in there.
He's such a tiny frog when you're done dissecting it. Why? He's falling apart.
That's okay. At least he's together.
We're all falling apart.
Yeah. It happens.
All right. Cool project, huh?
Yeah.
You had a day full of learning. What's the most interesting thing that you learned about frogs today?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Jello.
Jello.
That's built in Jello. They could probably make an alligator out of this, since it's green.
Can you think of any interesting frog facts you learned?
Every fact I learned is
Name one.
Well, what's your favorite frog fact then?
all of them. All of them are my favorite. Are you a dog? Are you trying to identify me?
What?
Are you a dog trying to identify me?
What do you
She's
mean?
like,
Oh, because I tilted my headset. Like,
Hmm? What are you?
You're funny. All right, I think it's time to say goodnight to everybody and get ready for bed.
are we supposed to eat dinner too?
Oh, are you hungry?
Yeah.
Oh, we ate earlier, but if you're hungry again, you can have something before you go to bed.
Okay.
Okay.
I can have Jello.
Yeah, Sharon says, being a politician right now, avoiding answers. Okay.
Michael says Gello.
Jello.
Jello.
Need to go.
I was just thinking about having some tortilla chips and guacamole. Nah, not now. Actually, guacamole and chips sounds great.
I want
we got it. We
nachos.
got the stuff right here.
I want nachos.
You want nachos?
Yeah.
No, we're not.
I just
it's a
wanna
mess.
feel- I wanna
Joy
feel
wants to
it
know
again.
if we're going to do a live on our page after Anna goes to bed.
Maybe.
If we want to.
There's always a chance.
Oh, can I put my glasses back on?
Depends on how tired we decide we are
Right.
after she gets to bed is usually the
Let's-
determining
Let's
factor.
put my glasses back on.
They're over there.
Can you grab them?
All right, let's say goodnight.
Let's put my glasses on and I can say goodnight.
We'll do
Okay.
it after.
Good night. Good night. Good night, everybody. Do, 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 do.
So, everybody, thank you for dissecting a frog with you.
Thank you so much for dissecting a frog with me. There's my earrings too, if you want to know.
What are they?
They're butterflies.
Bye.
Bye bye. End broadcast, please. End broadcast, please. Why is it not ending?
Because I can't see the
Let me-
screen.